guest has been called a mind reader, a magician, a mentalist. He is here to demonstrate his skill set, has already done so. Paul Draper is here. Welcome, Paul. All right.
Question is, how did you become a mentalist?
Right, that's a great question. It's a very strange and particular skill set. Now, I became a cultural anthropologist first, and I taught at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So my interest is in culture, mythology, what it is that makes us human, and why we think the things we think and do the things we do. And
can anybody learn how to do it?
Oh, sure, anyone can learn how to do it.
Can anybody make a hit TV show doing it?
That's much harder. I want you to know that TV show has meant hundreds of thousands of dollars for me. Because, before that television...
Glad I could help.
Right. Before that TV show, I had to explain to everyone what a mentalist was. And now, because of the success of 5 seasons of The Mentalist, people know. And so I travel around the country. I'm in performing arts centers. I work with some of the top 100 hospitals in the nation, some of the Fortune 500 companies, working with their teams on how to be better at reading people's thoughts and controlling their actions.
Going to some of those places would be amongst some of your most enjoyable experiences?
Well, my most enjoyable experiences are, as an anthropologist, seeking people who have magical skills in the world. So in Haiti, I saw a man who could make his eyes turn black and his teeth disappear except for fangs, and then brought his head back down.
Did you mean Satan?
Back. No,
wow.
He was a guy that did this. And now, was it a magic trick? Was it something evil? Was it something real?
What was it?
That I wrote in my paper. But I'm interested not in debunking it as much as finding it. I met a man in the Navajo Nation who could run as fast as a car on a dirt road, a skinwalker. Now, is it real? Was I fooled? What is it? In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, in the Bethlehem steel mills, I heard a voice that many said was a ghost. Was it a ghost? Was it a sound projection that came to me from someone trying to scare the Venetian away from building a casino there?
It was Jesus.
Right, was it Jesus? Right?
Bethlehem,
Pennsylvania, right?
Okay.
So those are my favorite experiences.
All right, well.
Okay. Well, we have asked you to demonstrate a few of those skills of mind reading.
Come.
Yeah, Tim's
he's way over there.
I'm a little scared.
Closer. No, don't be
the real
scared.
deal.
I want you to know this has what the producers have asked me to do has a pretty high failure rate, and so I may not get it right with everybody, and that has to be okay with us, because this isn't a magic trick. This is actually trying to delve into your mind and pull something out of it based on reading you as an individual.
What did our producers
So what they asked me to do was to have each of you think of a fairy tale. Now, the gambit of fairy tales is very large, so I would like you to try and keep it to Grimm's, Hans Christian Andersen, Disney, limericks, things that people in America would know, all right?
Okay.
So some popular fairy tales. Try and get one in your mind. Do you get one in your mind, each of you?
Okay.
Have it?
Okay.
Have it?
Yep.
Yes.
It can be obscure, it can be as long as,
anything you want, as long as it's something people can visualize.
Okay.
Try and get an image of one of the characters within your fairy tale. There are a couple of things that I know already about these 3 individuals here, just from our time here on the TV show. Now, first, you're going to think of a powerful princess, okay? You're going to think of a powerful female character. And there's an important female character in yours, is that right?
Yes.
You're going to want an intelligent female character.
Yeah. Well, aren't there, what else is there other than intelligent female character?
But some characters in the Disney genre aren't, right, and are less. But you would think of an intelligent one. Okay, I want you to think of yours. You would think of something visual. Okay, I think that you're probably a visual and kinesthetic learner, as opposed to something you've heard, but something you can see. Yours is a character that has a visual memory to you, maybe even a textual memory to you, something you can touch. Would you consider yourself kinesthetic? You build things? Yeah. Let's go over here. Hi. So, fairy tales. Where did you grow up?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah, Northern California.
Nice place to grow up.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in the LA area?
About 5-6 years.
And were you raised by both parents or just one? By both parents. Did they read you fairy tales when you were young?
They did.
They did. Are you musical?
I took piano lessons, the requisite piano lessons when you're a kid.
So
kicking and screaming.
Peter and the Wolf might be something that you listened to when you were a kid, right? Right, Peter and the Wolf. Okay, let me go with these a little bit. So, a couple of intelligent characters. There's Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, but you're not thinking of her. What I'm going with is that you're a reader. You have a lot of you have multiple children. Is that right?
Oh yes.
Yes, you have.
I do.
From that reaction, you have Utah level children. You have 6 or 7 children. 7 7 children.
Yeah.
You have 7 children.
Yes.
And I grew up in Utah. And you want to teach both your men and women to be strong, to be intelligent.
Yes.
I'm going to go with, okay, I think I feel good about this. Books, I see dancing. Yours right here. You kinesthetic, I want to say something that you make, something that you build. Okay, does yours like a Pinocchio, but not Pinocchio? Pinocchio is a story about building something.
Sure.
Yours may be a story about building or creating something. Does that make sense to you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
let me come over here. I want to say like Peter and the Wolf, but it's not Peter and the Wolf. But there's also songs attached to yours. Is that right?
Right.
Yes, I'm going to say there are songs attached to yours.
Yes.
This is tough. I want you to decide in your own minds what you think they are based on the information I've given you. If we had more time, I could tell you how I got there. But I'm going to go with this. Yours is Beauty and the Beast.
Yes!
Yours is... no. Yours is the Gingerbread Man, and yours is Little Red Riding Hood.
How did you know that?
Yes, it is. Give him a round of applause.
How did you know that?
How did you know that?
Wait, what is yours?
Little Red Riding Hood.
How did you know
How did you know that?
Let me tell you something
That's
else.
so random. That gingerbread.
Another thing I know about you is you were very passionate when not on this show as well. I want you to think of one of your hobbies that you're real passionate about.
Oh, well.
Okay, photography.
Yeah.
And so you're passionate about photography, and you like taking both nature shots and people shots. Is that right? And so sort of a wide spectrum. And through creating art, you want to create beauty from the things in reality, just like what you're building later on.
Yeah.
And so, but you look at
So
people.
true.
I look at people up and down, and I'm able to know things about them based on their age range, their gender, their socioeconomic class, their racial group or cultural group, as there are no races among humans, right? And to understand who they are and what fits into the spectrum of what they're interested in.
What do you see though when you see Mark that makes you?
Well, a lot of things about Mark here. Okay, first
Yes.
he's a very strong guy. And he's tan, so he likes to do outdoor things. Okay, so things that you'd want to say about him would be outdoors. But he doesn't have huge bulging muscles, so he's not into a big solid sport. Instead, what he's into is something more like hiking or running or biking. Okay, just by looking at him, because he has those long, lean muscles. Then you know he's an artistic person because he's going to take that piece of junk found on the side of the road, something that most of us would see as ugly, turn it into something beautiful. That's his skill set.
And all right, skill. Oh no,
I don't know if I want to hear this.
We have to go. Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Oh, I should have known that. I could do this
For
all
more
day.
information on where you can see Paul and his wonderful skill set, you can visit his website at Paul W. Draper. Is that right?
Yep. PaulWDraper.com.
.com.
Like www.paulwdraper.com.
Perfect.